Balmville Tree was always the center of attention for people who lived nearby.
I just live up the road. I used to get the school bus here when I was a kid. So I'm 61 years young, and it's been part of the community much longer than that.
What does the tree mean to you?
Well, it's a part of our family. I mean, we grew up around it. It didn't grow up around us.
The majestic eastern cottonwood stands about 83 feet high, and core samples date this impressive landmark to originating in 1699.
For over 300 years, no one really said too much about this tree, but now it's becoming a hazard. This branch looks as though it might fall on this road, and that's causing a stir here in the community.
And the stir is not just because the branch looks like it might fall, but because this tree has been around before the American Revolution and is now being threatened for removal. And not everyone is in favor of that idea.
I moved back here in the 60s, came to live with my aunt, went to Middle Hope Elementary School and on to Marlboro School, and we used to take a ride down through this way all the time to see this tree. And it's amazing. I live in Florida now, Chiefland, Florida, and we come up here all these years later, so I said to my wife, let's take a ride down there and go look at the tree.
So you're in favor of it standing?
Oh, I am, yes. Yes, I sure am. But I'm also teetering on the side of safety, too. If there's something we could do with the tree to keep the tree safe, but to keep people safe too also. But yeah, it's a part of history. I'd like to see it stand.
It's not just that. We grew up around this thing, you know. We give directions by the Balmville Tree. So for us, it's a part of our lives, and obviously we want to see it still to, you know, grow and or at least stay here.
The tree reached a height of 110 feet until the hurricane of 1999 took its toll and shortened it by 25 feet. And with its longevity has developed its own persona and sentiment within the community that now has thousands of people chiming in on its impending fate.
So people from all over the country care about this tree. In 2000, it was put in the National Registry as a historic landmark. Over 300 years old, and boy, if this tree could talk, the things it would say.
If I could talk, Charlie?
You know my name?
Yes, I know your name. You see all these cables on here? Somehow I'm able to pull in the internet. And I'm a big fan of Hudson Valley News Network and your work in particular.
How does this whole thing feel to you?
How's it feel to me? Good question. I'm a little bit torn, to be honest with you. I mean, so many people have made such a sincere effort to keep me around and to keep me standing erect. And there's that part where I feel obligated to continue in perpetuity, maybe another 300 years, who knows. Then there's the other part of me that says, I'm old, I want to lay down. Or is it lie down? I'm not really sure. When did you first start wanting to lie down all the time, Charlie? 45, 46? You know what I mean? It's sort of like that.
Well, let's talk about this pole that goes right up there and the cables that are holding it up. You feel that?
Yeah, I can feel that. You know, it keeps me standing here and it does give me some support, but it also attracts lightning. You know, they say you can't get hit by lightning twice in the same spot. Try 19 times in 300 years, most of those in the last 20.
Well, we hear that FDR came here and spent some time with you under this tree. Is that true?
Yeah, he did. He would get away from Hyde Park every now and then when he had to escape his wife. And he would come down here and kind of write some poetry, contemplate things. He probably made some pretty good decisions down here that helped out the country a great deal.
What about Benjamin Franklin? What can you tell us about him?
Franklin never stopped by.
And the fact that you've been here longer than the country itself, how does that make you feel?
Old. And in the great words of Sir Elton John, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing. I don't want to sing too much because then I know you have to pay for it.
Well, we want to thank you for at least spending a little time talking to us.
My pleasure, Charlie. Any further information, you can look at my Wikipedia page. Now, one thing about Wikipedia that we all know, not everything is factual because people can add to it whatever they feel like adding. So I'd like to clear up a couple of rumors. Number one, George Washington did visit. However, his teeth are not made of me. Secondly, I am no relation whatsoever to the trees from the Wizard of Oz. I wish I was. I would love the royalties, the apple-throwing crabby trees. No relation whatsoever.
Well, thanks for clearing that up. That will do it. For HVNN, Charlie Carnaccio reporting.